All right, but then we're gonna get some people up in the room. See, sound like people. I'm having some motherfucking technical difficulties. I don't know. That live stream was on some bullshit. We'll let some people get up in the building. Hopefully y'all hear me. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. People, a couple more minutes to get up in the building. I don't know what the fuck going on. All right. Hopefully everybody can jump back in the live stream. I'm trying to see if some people get up in the building so I can see how the sound is. All right, we're gonna let people get up in the building. Give everybody like at least 1 more minute. I don't see nobody in here. Hopefully the live stream is working, man. Let me see something. Shit, hopefully I don't fuck it up. All right, let's go ahead and get it and see what happens. Let's see what the hell happened here. See what's going on. See what's going on. See what's going on. See what's going on. All right, so it look okay. All right, so it look okay. It look okay. It look okay.
And on the border.
All right, we letting people get up in the building. Give people a couple of minutes, man. Come on, fucking live stream. It's acting crazy. Y'all hear me good out there? What's going on? Whoever came up in the building, hit the like button. Y'all hear me? Give people 3 more minutes. Give people like 2 more minutes, and we gonna get this thing popping. Y'all hear me out there? Let me know what the sound like. Y'all hear me? All right, we good. All right. I don't know. It might have been that live stream that was acting crazy and shit. I waited on everybody. I'm gonna give everybody another minute. See who else come up in the building. Hit that like button, people. Excuse me. Yeah, we gonna get it in. All right, let's get it in, people. All right. Now you got Kim Kardashian lying, just lying. I don't know why she. Well, a part of me understand why she going to stick up for Kanye West, but a part of me don't understand why she got to lie. But y'all listen to the story, and you know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna debunk a lot of this bullshit.
Kim's reaction to Kanye saying slavery was a choice. That happened back in May. And Kim is saying that he never said that and it was taken out of context. Okay, but first, let's play you actually what Kanye did say on TMZ Live.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? You know, like, it's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word prison because slavery goes too direct to the idea of blacks. It's like slavery, Holocaust Jews, slavery is blacks. So prison is something that unites us as one race, blacks and whites being one race.
While you are making music.
Let me say this. I want to make something very, very clear. You know what I don't like about black folks? People like Kanye. I ain't gonna say black folks as a whole, but some black folks. What I don't like about some black folks, like Kanye West, they almost ignore history, and they don't understand. Look, the Jews, they went through some shit. You get what I'm saying? And nobody gonna like try to downplay what they went through. But in this country, like he said, for 400 fucking years and continuing, but for just to say the 400 years, you know how many black people died? You know how many black people psychologically was fucked up and that shit trickled down to their offsprings and their seeds and shit like that, where that shit mentally fucked people up. And mind you, the shit that we know about mental health now, we didn't know. A lot of our people, or even certain white folks, to a certain extent, a part of them did do it. That's why they try to fuck us up psychologically, try to brainwash us. Black people wasn't, we couldn't even, it was illegal for us to learn how to read. Like, it's so much fucked up shit that happened to our people that still affects us to this day. And I don't, look, as a black person, I want us to grow and be better and make our ancestors proud, and kind of to a certain extent try to make it better for the next generation and the generation after that. You get what I'm saying? I want to do that, but we cannot ignore racism. You get what I'm saying? Like, we cannot ignore slavery. We cannot ignore that shit. We can't just act like poo-poo and put that shit to the side like that shit wasn't like a real big deal like that per the time. It actually was. And people like to sit there and pretend that this shit didn't happen. And we, look, the one thing I don't like that white people say, I don't, why should I feel guilty for some shit that my ancestors did? Just like I don't feel, to a certain extent, that I should allow a racist to treat me a certain type of way because of the simple fact of what my ancestors, some of them, not even gonna say allow, but had to sacrifice. They had the sacrifice of being slaves because they didn't want their families. Like, just imagine somebody trying to kill your fucking kid in front of you, man, and telling you they gonna kill your kid if you don't do what they tell you to, you don't do what they tell you to do. Like, that's psychologically fuck you up and make you do some things that you know you would not do. And then imagine you don't have the education, you don't have the backing. You get what I'm saying? Everybody is terrified and afraid. People, it was kids that came out the womb from slavery that was programmed to be slaves, to understand that you wasn't shit and you had to do what the white man tell you to do. I got enough. It's a clip that I'm looking for, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to that too. But let's just go on, man. This shit, it bothers me, man.
Being an artist and living a life that you've earned by being a genius, the rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives. We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real.
So yeah, that was live TV.
Did Kanye not clarify the 400 years of slavery comment afterwards, though? I don't remember what his clarification was.
It was on Twitter. He did slightly, but he said, yeah, he didn't have the right. Like,
he didn't mean, right. Like, he didn't.
No, he did. He did mean
No, I don't know if he did, though. I don't know if he did. Because I remember his clarification, and I wish we had that for this. If we're going.
And see, and you gotta watch what white people say. Some white people say, you gotta listen to them, man. When they defend fuckery, when they defend certain black people of saying nonsense, he said, well, I don't really think he meant it. Like, how the fuck, as a certain white folks, stop sticking up for sellouts. Black people had a problem with it. You didn't have a, like, let's just be real honest about this. No other race had more of a problem with Kanye West said than black folks. No other race. We was offended. So for, like, motherfuckers get on TV and say, well, he didn't really mean that. Well, yeah, after he tried to clean it up, but he meant exactly what he said. People, we heard what he said. He said, how you be slaves, how you be slaves for 400 years. I'm paraphrasing here, people. But how you be slaves for 400 years? That shit, like you said, that shit sounds like a choice to me. With no content, like acting like, you know, people wasn't getting slaughtered in front of other slaves. Wasn't getting raped. Didn't have guns. They had nothing. But you gotta watch certain white folks when they start defending fuckery. And you, to some of you white folks, stop telling black people what we didn't hear and how that shit supposed to make us feel. When people say stupid and racist shit.
Crap all over him. But I was trying to remember exactly what he said that he was trying to say. And when he said that, it sort of made sense. I don't think that he was.
What's going on, 6ix9ine, baby?
Of that.
Right. Marsha says he alluded strongly that it was a choice. Okay, well, I'll try to find it once we go to this clip.
Yeah,
okay, so this is Kim talking about that moment with Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I always know what Kanye's intentions are and what he's trying to say, but I also know that they're going to write a headline and people are going to assume that that's exactly what you said and what you meant. Kanye's slavery comment, he never said that. That was just the headline. If you listen to what he said slavery was 400 years. If it's going to be another 400 years, that sounds like a choice to me. He didn't say.
That's not what he said. She's lying. And I don't, look, you know what? I can respect that she's trying to stick up for her man. I can respect that. As a white cracker bitch, like hoe ass bitch like Kim Kardashian, don't know how this bitch got influence over young women or women period of this bitch coming up from being a hoe. But anyway, that's not what he said. Kim Kardashian. Let's go back and hear exactly what your man said. Let's go back.
And that he never said that and it was taken out of context. Okay, but first, let's play you actually what Kanye did say on TMZ Live.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice. Like, You was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? You know, like, it's like
He wasn't, and at that time when he was talking about our ancestors. He was talking about our black ancestors. Y'all was there for 400 years? That shit sounds like a choice to me. He didn't say in the present. I mean, then he finally did move to the present of like, yeah, this shit sounds like slavery or whatever, you know, slavery sounds, you know, is in prison, is mentally, whatever. He started going into that after he said what the fuck he said. He wasn't talking about what she was talking about. Oh, he was saying that we're not going to have, why should we be slaves for another 400 years? He didn't say that. Let's go back and listen to it again.
Let's play you actually what Kanye did say on TMZ Live.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? You know, like, it's like we're meant to.
And he was talking about our ancestors. He wasn't talking about us in the present. He was talking about back in the day. Now, let's go back to what she said.
Okay, well, I'll try to find it once we go to this
Please,
clip.
yeah,
Okay,
thanks.
so this is Kim talking about at that moment, keeping up with the Kardashians.
I always know what Kanye's intentions are and what he's trying to say, but I also know that they're going to write a headline and people are going to assume that that's exactly what you said and what you meant. Kanye's slavery comment, he never said that. That was just the headline. If you listen to what he said slavery was 400 years. If it's going to be another 400 years, that sounds like a choice to me. He didn't say slavery is a choice. He was saying if you're going to still be enslaved for another 400 years, then that's some bull. You know, but
that's not what he said. That's not what he said. And the bitch, and let me tell you something, people. We live in a society right now where certain people, like Kim Kardashian, has a fucking finger on the people. A hoe that came up with being a hoe got a finger on the people. But she can just sit there and get on national TV on her punk ass show and lie like that. And motherfuckers will say, oh, you know what? He kind of didn't mean that. No. I don't give a fuck what he said after that. I know what he said when he first said what he said. He wasn't talking about the present. Let's go back exactly here what she said again.
Okay, well, I'll try to find it once we go to this clip.
Please, yeah,
okay,
thanks.
so this is Kim talking about at that moment, keeping up with the Kardashians.
I always know what Kanye's intentions are and what he's trying to say, but I also know that they're going to write a headline and people are going to assume that that's exactly what you said and what you meant. Kanye's slavery comment, he never said that. That was just the headline. If you listen to what he said slavery was 400 years. If it's going to be another 400 years, that sounds like a choice to me. He didn't say slavery is a choice. He was saying if you're going to still be enslaved for another 400 years, then that's some bull.
Yeah, he cleared it up after that. He did not clear it up at that period of time. She keep acting like he didn't say what he said. He said what he said. Yeah, did he clear it up? What he was trying to say was still some bullshit. Yeah, he did do that. But at that time when he said it, he said that slavery was a choice. Y'all were slaves for 400 years? Y'all. He wasn't talking about us in the present. He was talking about, he said y'all, he said them. He didn't say what the fuck she just said. Oh, Kanye West, all of a sudden, he didn't mean it that way. He was just saying, slavery happened for 400 years. We not, Let me go back to see what she said again. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I hear.
Also know that they're going to write a headline and people are going to assume that that's exactly what you said and what you meant. Kanye's slavery comment, he never said that. That was just the headline. If you listen to what he said slavery was 400 years. If it's going to be another 400 years, that sounds like...
He didn't say another. He didn't say another 400 years. He didn't say that. He didn't say, well, slavery was for 400 years, and are we going? Why are we going to be slaves for another 400 years? He didn't say that. And like I said, the average black person is not going to talk that way about slavery in the way that Kanye West did it. If they know their history, they're not going to talk about that shit like that. If you knew what the fuck our people been through. Like, so for Kim Kardashian to get out there and be lying on her little show and shit and just sitting there pretending and acting like we all fucking nuts and honeys, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And you can try to defend him all you want, bitch. And I understand that's your husband. I get it. But bitch, you are a liar, and your husband says some despicable shit. And you are a despicable person for trying to sit on national TV and get on your show and lie and say he didn't say what he said. Bullshit.
Choice to me. He didn't say slavery is a choice. He was saying if you're going to still be enslaved for another 400 years, then that's some bull. You know, but all the headlines just took. Yeah, that as a wife is really frustrating to see the media take everything and run with it.
Oof. So, I mean, the one thing he said the 13th Amendment is slavery in disguise, meaning it never ended. We are the solution that heals. Abolish is the wrong language. I misspoke by saying abolish. Amend is the right language. But yeah, so was with the 13th Amendment. Yeah, I don't know if we can find anything further. But yeah, like clearly Kim's saying he didn't say it.
I know. But I can find that stuff so frustrating. She said two things. One, she said he didn't say it, which was wrong. And then she said he didn't mean that, which I think she may be right.
First of all, I don't give a fuck what he meant. He said what he said. Look, people, do we say some things that maybe come off a certain way that we didn't really mean it to mean that, it didn't mean that way? Yes. But when you are educated in shit that you're talking about, when you know what you're talking about, you don't make those type of mistakes. You don't look, people, it's plenty of shit on here that I say that I don't have to come back and say, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Now, do I watch my videos and I may say, damn, I should have put this a certain type, I should have put that a certain type of way so it can come off maybe better, or maybe, maybe people could understand it a little differently. Yeah, but I mean exactly what the fuck I said. So, look, Kanye West is not the black person to speak for black people. He is a sellout. And so when sellouts try to sit there and pretend like they speak for black folks, they are fucking sitting there looking like buffoons to us. We looking at them like clowns. Like, is this a circus? Or are we getting punked? Are these coons trying to punk us? Because what they saying out their mouth makes no fucking sense. When you ever hear the dude Jesse Lee Peterson, prime example, when this buffoon comes out and say racism has never existed, never, you know that he doesn't speak for black people at all. This dude is a straight up sellout. I don't need to hear anything that Jesse Lee Peterson is talking about. He has no point. He makes no sense. I don't want to hear what he got to say. When a motherfucker tell you racism has never existed, When we had our people being enslaved, being when we were being discriminated against, being segregated against, Jim Crow, all this other stuff. And this punk bitch ass dude, Jesse Lee Peterson, says racism don't exist and it never has existed. When somebody tells you that, you know that they're gone. You know that they ain't right. You know they are a fucking sellout. You know they are more programmed of being a slave than the niggas that they talking about. And I always tell people, why would you sit down with people like Jesse Lee Peterson? This dude, he cannot be credible about anything that he fucking says if he comes out and he says racism never existed. There's no such thing of racism. When somebody tells you that, something is wrong. Those same white people that he's buck dancing and cooning for created the word. And this dude is sitting there, it doesn't even exist. So the word doesn't even exist. The word wouldn't, like, you know what, man? I'd be ashamed of certain black folks. I'm ashamed. And I always feel like, why would I ever sit down and talk to these type of people? There's no way impossible that I can sit down and have a conversation with a person like that. Like when you look, we can disagree on ideology, we can disagree on religion, we can disagree on a lot of things, but we can't disagree. I mean, we can't disagree on that racism never existed. There's no such thing as racism. Or trying to blame our ancestors for being enslaved. You're blaming the victim. It's like a rape victim. You're blaming the woman for being raped. Or the man. Whoever. Whatever gender is. You're blaming the victim. Do that even make any sense? But in this country, we have people that actually think like that. They actually really truly think like that. Man, get the fuck out of it. Jesse Lee Peterson. I wanted to say this, Jesse Lee Peterson. Go to sleep and don't wake up. You ignorant son of bitch. You ignorant son of a bitch. You just don't stop talking on black issues, man. And Kim Kardashian, the same thing. Stop talking about black issues, bitch. We don't need your help. You ain't the type of person that we want your help. We don't want Kim Kardashian help. It's certain white people that like, fuck y'all with your help. We don't want your fucking help. We don't want you speaking for us. We don't want you sticking up for us because you're sticking up for us in the wrong way and you're coming at it wrong. So everybody was sitting there, was praising Kim Kardashian. Well, she did go there and get that black woman out of jail. First of all, that black woman that she helped get out of jail, let's put quotes on it, right? That she got Donald Trump to let that black woman, she shouldn't have been there from the jump. Did they give her a job, give her some money for all those years they took from her? Fuck no. Did they set her up? Fuck no. Took that woman life over some weed. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right, that might be the intention. The other thing she says too, that he says, no. He said, if there's another 400 years of slavery, like, no, that's not what he said. Right. You know, like, I just find it shocking that someone who lives their life on TV,
Yeah.
knows that things are documented on camera. You can't really deny those things. So for her to say that, it's just
But
odd.
also she has their conversation. She has conversations with Kanye. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she knows. Like he was able to explain that when he got home.
Right.
Right. So
she says when she came home, he wasn't worried at all. But
Right.
Yeah.
No,
She was
exactly.
freaked out.
You think about it. You heard what this cracker said. He says, "Oh well, she heard him when she understood when he came home. He explained it. He was in front of millions of people saying that shit on national TV. But the one person at home that you gotta explain for the despicable, disgusting shit that you said out your mouth, you said it to millions of black people. That slavery was a choice. And then you're shot. But the only person he's saying the only person that she understood him when he came home and he explained it. I don't give a fuck. Look, people, there's plenty of shit that I say. Maybe I should put it a certain type of way so people can understand what I'm saying. I can explain it a different type of way. I get that. But it's certain shit that you just can't try to explain after you say it. And that's what happened when you deal with, in a moment, thinking type of motherfuckers. They just think in a moment. They think in a moment of saying what they saying. They ain't thought about what they said. Or think about what they're going to say. They just says this shit and think that it's okay. They don't even go, but even if you thought about it and then you be like, all right, I'm going to run with that. At least did you like think how this shit maybe affect some people, or maybe how it will offend certain people? Motherfuckers don't do that. We live in a society where people just don't give a fuck. They just say whatever the fuck they want to say and then say, hey, well, I didn't mean, and then when people get offended, they say, well, oh, I didn't mean it that way. That's the society that we live in. At least before Donald Trump, we had to think about what the fuck we would say, or what we would say out our mouth. Now everybody feel like they can just say whatever the fuck they want. They don't want to be politically correct. Look, you don't have to, but it's consequences for you not to be politically correct. Because at the end of the day, you do offend people with the shit that comes out of your mouth. When people tell you, remember the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt? They're a lie. That was a lie. That was for your mother when you was the kid. That's some kid shit that your mother tell you when you was a kid. So you would ignore what people would say that will hurt you. But it still hurts you no matter what. Words have an effect, and words hurt people. Because once you get older, see, when you're a kid, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, kinda. But when you when you become a grown-ass adult, and you start saying shit that affects people a certain type of way, you can lose shit. It affects you in some type of way. Financially, mentally, it can fuck you up, or physically. So people need to watch their mouth. You need to understand that you just can't say whatever the fuck you want to say. All this political correct bullshit. Or we live in America. We can say whatever. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But it's consequences for what you say. People tripping out here, man.
Great day.
Yeah.
Killed it on
Oh, it's on
TMZ.
TMZ, yeah.
Stopped to go to burger. New shoes. Everything's great. They love me.
Kim says she's attempting to protect him. Yeah, Melissa says obviously she's going to defend him. Why is she even talking?
Yeah.
Ryan says, is that considered a blind marriage? A video clip can disprove it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it was on camera. So did we have what Kanye kind of said?
What are we gonna do?
Okay, we might have something. So what did he kind of say? You gonna tell me? Oh.
We'll get it. No.
So we need to have an open discussion about things. Yeah, so it's like, so he never really took it back. He just tried to like further clarify, go into more justification of why he thought that people's minds were limited during slavery.
Right.
But like, come on, Kim, he said it.
Okay.
It's on
Fair enough,
television.
Kim. Why am I the only one who's got Kanye's back in all this?
I still like Kanye, but no,
Right.
you can't.
The
you
man
can't
was in a
justify
bad
this.
place.
You can't explain
Yeah, no, but the
this.
man was in a bad place.
I know, no, that's the thing, but it's just more this Kim thing saying, no, he never said it was taken out of context.
Right.
No, he said
Okay.
it. But the
And you notice, motherfuckers always try to put this thing, even when white racists do shit, right? And even when fuckery ass buck dancing coons like Kanye West says shit or does shit, they always make an excuse. They in a bad place. They mentally all fucked up. Look, man, it's people in the. Do they even worry about the people that be in these hoods and these projects and the ghettos? Do they worry about the people that's mentally ill there? They don't care about these motherfuckers. The police roll up on them, don't give a fuck about their mental illness, don't give a fuck about their stress. They don't care about none of that shit. But these punk ass bitches get on national TV and talk nonsense, or they can go in schools or go to churches and or slice black people throats. Oh, they mentally ill. Ain't nothing wrong with them. These motherfuckers are evil human beings. That's what they are. You don't think I think about waking up every motherfucking day and going to just tear some shit up? We all do. We all wake up like, man, I should fuck a motherfucker up. Ooh. But we got enough motherfucking sense to understand that you just can't go around hurting other people because you feel like you want to be violent. And I want to say this. I want to make this very, very clear to white folks. You do not ever in your fucking life try to use the word of it's we've been racist towards you. Whenever the fuck we had power, whenever time you see a black person, you always discriminate against. Black people don't worry about you like that. You worry about black people. You worry about what the fuck we're doing, what we're saying, what we're wearing, and what we're rapping about, or whatever the fuck it is. You worry about what we do. We don't give a fuck about you. Look at yourselves on fucking video of how your people are. You sitting there, it was a story, three black sisters in a Target, and a white bitch had a nerve, had the galls to come out and start questioning them about talking about, well, I thought I heard y'all say something. When a motherfucker, okay, even if they did, what is your business? It's none of your fucking business. Did she have a kid there? Was the kids around? Or anything like that? No, it wasn't even that. But even if it was, shut the fuck up. None of your fucking business. How about, or if it was some kids around you thought you heard sex, how about you go to the people and say, hey, look, hey, I heard y'all say something about sex. I got kids. Can y'all kind of like not say that, please? Like, it's a way you approach our people. Show the same fucking type of respect that you would show a motherfucker that looked like you. But these sisters was being harassed in Target. And they said they wasn't even talking about that. They wasn't even talking about sex. And even if they was, who business is it? Now we can't even talk in public. These motherfuckers are trying to silence us. Like you gotta, I wish you, people, I pray to you. God, I pray to you. I'm glad that these situations don't roll up on me, don't come to me in that way. What Jay say? I show you how to do this, son. I show you how to do it. It ain't no motherfucking way you roll up and you minding my business. The first thing come on, what the fuck? Mind your business. White folks, They think you got the galls or the nerve to come up and start talking to black folks about whatever the fuck we talking about, question us about what we're saying or what we're wearing, how we walking, or whatever the fuck is going on in your mind. Mind your motherfucking business. We are not your business. Those sisters that was doing what they was doing wasn't on welfare. They was paying taxes just like your crusty crack ass. And that's if you had a job. But hey, man, white folks think that they can roll up on black folks a certain type of way. And I'm telling you, and the reason that these white folks think that they can roll up on black people like that is because black people keep allowing it. You need to put the fear back in them pussy motherfuckers. They don't fear us no more. And that's part of the problem. Look, it come to a certain point with these ass crackers. Look, of course you want people to respect you, right? But it's certain situations where you want to put the fucking fear in these motherfuckers to let them know ain't no approaching me. That's why I told motherfuckers be at my job, be like, motherfuckers was saying like Kenny ain't approachable. I'm glad people feel that way. You better not ever fucking approach me. I ain't that nigga. Don't approach me like that. Then you had the story with the I think they was high school kids. And they was out, they was in the classroom with the teacher singing racist Christmas songs. Well, used a Christmas song and was saying racist shit in the Christmas song. Talking about the KKK. And let me tell y'all something. Any of you white folks, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. When talking about I ain't racist and none of that. So let me tell you something. Whenever this is the problem I have with white folks. They sit there and they watch this shit. Watch these racists do racist and say racist shit, and they do nothing about it. You're a part of the problem. I am not sitting anywhere without saying anything, or at least saying anything. Fuck just walking out. I'm going to say something. And white folks need to start doing that to their own people. When you see your white folks saying and doing racist shit, you need to step up and say something and do something. So don't give me that shit, well, I'm not racist and all that other shit, but you sat there and watched it and didn't say anything, so you basically condoned it. So to all you white folks talking about you ain't racist as shit and all this other shit, stop condoning racism then. Stop allowing people that being racist. Stop sitting there condoning it. Stop acting like that shit, well, it ain't me, or ain't no black people in here, is it? Like, that's what they do. That's what they do. Because the crazy shit about that whole situation with those kids, it wasn't no black kids in that fucking classroom. None. It was none but white folks. And the motherfucking white person that sat there and recorded, you just as a fuck. Look, I respect you for putting it out there and doing what you got to do, but you should have said something. And you should have recorded it while you was saying something. Hey, whoa. I ain't with that racist shit. So, to all you so-called I ain't racist, I don't see color white folks, stop pretending. You see some racist shit, step up and say something. Don't make excuses for it. You nip that shit in the bud. Do what I would do. I'm checking some racist shit. It happened to me. Hey, look, man. Like I said, I thank God. That a lot of this shit that I see going viral on the internet and all that other shit and what's going on out here in this country, I'm glad that shit don't happen to me. I'm glad that shit don't happen around me. I'm glad it don't happen to people that I'm close to. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be trouble. Trouble. Real shit. No threat, no promise. It just is what it's going to, it is what it is. And it is what it's going to be. I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing with people, man. You're not going to be racist to me. You're not going to say racist shit. Just like the dude, Kareem Hunt, with that shit that happened to him. Everybody talking about what that brother did. Look, I condone him putting his hands on that woman, but she put her hands on him and spit on that brother and called him a nigga. And motherfuckers just ignoring that. And as a black person, I don't know if I'm first of all, I know for a fact, you spit on me, I don't give a fuck you man or woman. You spit on me, I don't think I'm walking away from that. Matter of fact, I know I'm not walking away from that. I'm going to smack the shit out you. Sorry. That's an assault. You insulted me. You assaulted me. So, hey. That shit crazy, man. I'm real sick and tired of white folks acting like they can just roll around and do whatever the fuck they want to do to black folks. When was it okay for white folks to roll around and question black folks? This is they keep talking about we all Americans. How the fuck are we all Americans? How you keep questioning what we do? I don't have to act the way you want me to act. I don't have to act the way that you act. I ain't hurting nobody. But you want to question out people about what we're saying, how we're at. Man, fuck you. And then when you start questioning these certain white folks about their actions and how they doing, well, why you trying to use racism and why you trying to use race into this? Well, I don't know no other way I can see it. Because I don't see you doing that to white folks that look like, or people that look like you. You're doing it to people that don't look nothing like you. You fucking with Mexicans and Latino people because they speaking Spanish. Racist. Mind your business. Fucking with black folks. Like we actually really give a fuck about you. We just trying to survive here. We don't give a fuck about y'all like that. That's on life. We don't care about y'all like y'all think we do. Nobody fucking with y'all. If black people had that type of fucking nosiness and vindictive and privileged type of thinking that y'all had, that we black and we this is about us, all about us. If we really truly thought the shit that how y'all maybe think or whatever, we will fuck y'all up. And that's real shit. We will fuck y'all the fuck up. For all the shit that you put our ancestors through. All the shit that we have been through. We will fuck y'all up. But we don't think about y'all like that. We don't give a fuck about you. What you worry about what black people say, do, walk, eat, sleep, how we, you know what I mean? Everything, anything we do, you just worried about it. Why is this? Why that? Why is that? Mind your fucking business. Worry about your crack ass. Worry about your own fucking crack ass kids. That you're programming and to raise them as being as racist as you are. Because we know what's really going on. Stay the fuck out of our business. If you ain't about everybody equal type shit and you think you more superior than me or you think you got more rights than I do, stay the fuck away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't say shit. Say shit to me or my people. Or any other fucking race of people. Think they better than the motherfucker, man. Stay the fuck out of our business. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay the fuck out of our business. Shit is crazy. Ridiculous. We dealing with this nonsense in 2018, and motherfuckers still getting out here on national TV. Meghan McCain, Tommy Lauren, all I'm talking about. I don't see color, or I live. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe nothing these motherfucking white bitches say, and none of these white people say, unless I know you as a white person, or I only can go by with your actions. I can't go by what you saying no more. Unless I know you, or I see your actions, or what you kind of saying and putting out there, and what you're voting for, whatever the situation is, and how you carry yourself. That's the only thing I can go by. But what you saying, all that nonsense of, I don't see color, I love all people and all that other bullshit, get the fuck out of here. And nobody trying to hear that shit. Nobody trying to hear that. I'm not in the space right now as a black man to sit there and pretend to act like you motherfuckers are about our people, or you're about all people. You're about your motherfucking selves and your white privilege and all that other fuckery bullshit. Stay the fuck out of our business. So at the end of the day, Kim Kardashian, fuck you, bitch. You made all your wealth and all your money off of being a hoe. And stay a hoe and be a hoe. I never take you serious at all. And people want to sit there and pretend this bullshit. It's like a porn star. Do we take porn stars seriously? Should they be respected in a certain type of way? Should they be raped or lied on or some shit like that? Nah, come on now. Or beaten on? No, we ain't saying that. But to take them serious? You sold your body for money. You did a video and allowed your mama to take that video that you did your sex tape and make money off of it and got famous, bitch. And we supposed to take Kim Kardashian serious? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Ain't nothing I don't give a fuck how much millions you worth. I don't give a fuck how many people you done brainwash, fuck influence. You brainwash people to thinking that you're somebody. You're nobody. You are a sex tape hoe. And you married a coon, a sellout, and turned him in. I believe she turned him into a sellout. That's my honest opinion. Fuck out of here. Go ahead and call in, people. Go ahead and call in, people. Sitting there with that bullshit. Motherfucker, Kim Kardashian. Man, we supposed to take her serious because this bitch all of a sudden she worth maybe about $100 million or some shit, or a little something over that. And we supposed to take her serious as somebody that we supposed to respect. Get the fuck out of here. I don't respect no hoe. I'm sorry. You can get mad at me all you want. And I don't respect no motherfucking porn star. Anybody sell a motherfucking body like that, something seriously wrong. You don't tell me that you making money off of selling your body. What fucking type of shit is that? You ain't nothing but a legal prostitute. So all the porn stars and all the sex tape bitches are. That's all they are. We sitting here trying to pretend like these people are so much of they should have a say. You have no say. Stay in your lane. I respect you to the point of, hey, you're a human being. You chose a lifestyle. You choose to be what you was going to be, and maybe it might have been some psychological shit. That's why they did a lot of shit that they did. But at the same motherfucking time, I don't have to respect them to the point of them being a hoe. They don't have a say. You can't have a say. How the fuck is it? It's so bad for like motherfuckers act like they despise drug dealers more than they despise somebody that actually made it sold their body, sold them having sex to be famous. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. You're selling your soul either way. Come on and call in, people. The number is 443-653-2656. Go ahead and call in, man. Let's get this shit popping. I'm off, man. I ain't got to work tomorrow. I'm good. And I started early tonight. Because I got off early. Fuck out of here, man. Motherfucking Kim Kardashian. And then gonna lie. He didn't say that. Bitch, we heard what he said, bitch. You don't got no motherfucking say with black. And then my thing is, and she tried to blame the media. Don't that sound like some Trump shit? Blame the media for some shit that they said. But that ain't what he mean. Well, I would think that you're intelligent enough to understand when you say certain shit. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, Merc?
What's up?
What's going on, Merc?
Ain't no.
You heard what I was talking about?
Yeah, I just got it. It was like you talking about somebody was talking about drug dealers, but they ain't mad at Kim Kardashian or something like that.
Nah, yeah, Kim Kardashian shit, man. She was out this bitch like wilding, lying and shit. Basically just lying. You remember when Kanye was talking about, he said the shit he said about the slaves shit, the slave being slaves for 400 years was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch got coming out on I guess her new search that's getting ready to come out on the whole Kardashian show, right? The bitch come out and she say, hey, well, he didn't say that. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about? We heard him. Well, he didn't say that, and he didn't mean that. No, bitch, he said it, and I don't give a fuck what he mean. Like you don't get to dictate that. Cause even after we understood exactly after he got the backlash, see, that always bothered me about people. When some shit, you get backlash from some shit, then all of a sudden now you want to start thinking about some shit that you said. You get what I'm saying? And look, we are human beings. We all make mistakes and we all say some shit that maybe we didn't totally fully thought out. But when it's certain shit that you better think that out when you're talking about slavery. When you're talking about racism, when you're talking about our people, you better be fucking educated. You better be sure about what you're saying. I don't want to hear that nonsense. That ain't what he meant. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I heard what he said, you little fucking hoe ass bitch. And then I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck gave this bitch the right to act like she's some type of somebody that's very important? This bitch is she doesn't have the respect just like them fucking like a porn star. Go ahead.
My thing is, she not even black, so even give an opinion on that.
I ain't even want to go to the race part. I just wanted to look at it from.
Cause, I mean, look, people could say, Africans ain't go through slavery or something like that, but the slaves came from Africa. But I mean, who is a person that's not black to voice their opinion on slavery? And basically who is Kim Kardashian to have an opinion on what he said about slavery and have an opinion on that? And it's like it's not a real opinion.
No, I didn't even look at it. I didn't look at it. That's how what she was trying to say. I looked at it was you look. Everybody can have their opinion on anything. This is America. You can have your opinion on anything.
Yeah, I respect that, but it's like when you putting up false information out there, like they got like influence, so that's my problem.
Right. But my thing is that's not even excuse me, the bigger problem. The problem is that you're lying.
Exactly. That's how it is.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I understand your influence. I understand her influence, but hey, you don't get to lie. But I guess we in an era where people can just lie and fake and fraud. You get what I'm saying? Like you look at a lot of these rappers and shit, faking and fraud. Look at the guys just now, a faking and fraud. Like you get what I'm saying? You look at these niggas.
Yeah.
You look at people now. You look. I'm just saying. Look what America is. Look what have. And I'm gonna tell you something. Motherfuckers want to sit there.
Hold on, my bad. I'm gonna listen to the show. I'm gonna call you back, but because I got an important call. I'm gonna call you back, but I'm gonna be listening to the show though. Keep talking.
All right.
I'll call you back.
All right. You got and look, people. You gotta think about this shit. Look how America is. America has turned this society. A white America has turned the society to a bunch of fucking liars and frauds. You look at even the hip hop game. We looked at hip hop. Hip hop, look, was everything in hip hop 100% real? No, but at least 85% of this shit was real. Now you look at everything now. Everything looks like a fucking fictional movie. Everything. You on social media. That shit ain't real. Niggas sitting out there pretending. You get a couple of real shows like this and niggas talk truth and we be hunted. We'll be 100 about this shit. But it ain't no more real people in the world. There's no more real people. No more. In America. Look what happened. Look what white society has fucked shit up. Like they always do. When we progress to try to make shit better, black people, this is what we do. We try to make shit better. White people come in and fuck everything up. That's what they do. And look at society. Look at the babies. Look at the kids. They all fucked up. White, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, all of them in America. All fucked up. Motherfuckers actually make... Look, people, I have been through depression. I've been close to trying to almost maybe commit suicide or some shit like that. I have no lie about that. But you got motherfuckers that make excuses for it. People make excuses for suicide. You got kids. They let their kids make excuses for suicide. Because the real problem is no one has any compassion for one another. Everybody want to step on everybody's toes and take over and be something that they're not. Everybody want to live this fantasy life. If you tell your fucking kids, if you tell the people around, look, you're not going to be them. Look, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm not trying to discourage you from not being something close to them, but you're not going to be that person. You may not make it to that level. When you tell your kids the truth, you be honest. The shit that you need to be honest about, people don't even do anymore. We sit out here faking and frauding. Everybody acting like, oh, they gonna be rich one day if they just work hard. Nigga, I've been working hard all my life. I ain't rich. Like, motherfuckers, it's crazy. People are nuts. People are pretending that, hey, if you just work hard, you'll be rich. You'll get up. You'll get on that level. No, you won't. There's too many obstacles. Especially if you're black. If you or you're a minority. Shit, and it seemed like to me, let's just be real, truly honest about this. It seems like minority people get more opportunities than black people, and we built this motherfucking country. What up, Merlin?
Yeah, but like I said in the chat, like this world, like I'm saying, it's a facade. It's all about how everything look and not how it be. That's why you got rappers faking they rap. That's why you got people on Instagram flexing with a whole lot of money that it ain't they probably getting their man money and like, hey, let me hold $1 for this picture. I mean, 2018 is the facade, like, you know, especially in America. And you got these people, you know, who faking to be pro-black and, you know, faking like they so for the community and all that. As soon as you try to do something like real, you know, that's like going to actually help, they start trying to shoot it down like, oh, no. Like, you know, it's a facade. Like, people, like a lot of people, they just talk a good game. That's all it is.
Yeah, look.
I ain't really down for the cause.
It ain't even just they ain't down for the cause. Everybody, like it seems like a lot of motherfuckers is sitting out here pretending to be something that they're not, instead of being honest of who they are. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, motherfuckers say they believe in God or whatever. God say, come as you are.
Oh, I didn't even get at the really. Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? God say, come as you are. You don't gotta come and act like you this big shot, or you this tough guy, or you the motherfucker that got everything, or you this and you that. Look, man, I always tell people like this. I ain't built for, like, I couldn't, like, motherfuckers say, like, once you debate certain people, I ain't built to be talking to certain people. Because, like, seriously, like, yo, I don't have that same, like, I keep the same energy. So if you said some shit to me that almost felt like I was insulted by some shit, I'm going to come off at it like I was insulted by it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and play nice. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nah. Fuck that. Like, be real, be who you are. You get what I'm saying? Just like the racists. Part of me, I'm glad that white people are, some white people are being who they are and being racist. I am okay with that. But my thing is, on their part that I have a problem with, is that, how am I bothering you? Like, you get what I mean? Like, you hear about motherfuckers fucking with black people with, I was talking about the situation about Target. You get what I mean? You hear me? Merlin must have hung up. Here, call back. Give him a second, call back. You know, we gotta stop this nonsense of acting like everything is all good and cool and shit, and niggas out and motherfuckers ain't out here faking and frauding. This motherfucking cat is on my porch. Get on my porch. I need to hook my microphone up so the motherfuckers can hear me. Bitch. Anyway. Look, we all know religion is what it is. I don't really give a fuck. Look, man, I tell people like this. I am not a very religious person. But at the same fucking time, do what you do. Believe in whatever you want to believe, but don't try to make me believe in it. You get what I'm saying? If I tell you I'm not interested, that's what it means. You get what I'm saying? Like, people be going around acting like people gotta, I gotta speak the word to you. Look, man, look, it is what it is, man. Everybody don't it's plenty of niggas I holler at that don't want to hear what I gotta say about the knowledge that I have. Everybody don't want the knowledge that I have. So, hey, I don't talk to them about that shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't keep pushing it on them. I let them be. You get that? Okay, that's how you want to live your life. That's fine. But you know what happens, though? These same motherfuckers that call me and be like, hey, man, you think you can help me out? You think you can do this for me? Think, get the... When black people really start having principles about themselves again, like, you know what I'm saying, having certain things that they won't allow to be in a presence, or certain people they won't associate themselves with, until black people start doing that again. That's the only way things will change in our community. But we keep continue to keep making excuses for fuckery and coonery. I got family members and friends of mine that only fuck with me when they want something. You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get, yeah. If you ever notice, motherfucker, like, well, for me, I always notice when motherfuckers be sitting there, what I notice, motherfuckers be sitting there, and plenty of people I know that does that shit. And I say to them, I tell y'all the honest truth. I ain't a lot of friends no more. I cut a lot of niggas off, man. I don't fuck with niggas no more like that, man. Like, you can't fuck with niggas like that. I fuck with niggas on spurts of or certain situations. Like, I can't fuck with niggas every day because some niggas just ain't on my level. You get what I'm saying? Everybody want to play this role. And look, everybody got to be on the same page for me? Nah, but it's just certain principles that motherfucker got to be about. And you ain't about that shit, and you ain't about living a certain type of motherfucking life. I can't fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna disrespect you when I see you, and I ain't saying I ain't gonna never hang out with you, but certain shit I'm just not gonna fuck with you on. And it just is what it is. It's just sad shit we going through, my people. We going through a lot of like fuckery shit. And this shit it's not the same. It's not the same anymore. You get what I mean? And like I said, motherfuckers want to sit there. Well, you can't blame Trump for this. Yes, I can. I can blame Trump for a lot of this shit. He has really dumbed down society. And I believe some society is very, very dumbed down. Even to somehow black people. Like, when Barack Obama was in there, yeah, black people was mad. But we had a little bit more self-respect for ourselves. Now you see more coons than ever. I'm like, whoa. You just see coons coming out and, yeah, niggas this, and let's go vote for Republic. Like, that shit is going to help you. That ain't going to help you. Look, people, I ain't saying the Democrats is the greatest thing in the world. Ain't nobody saying that. But you fuck with, if you're a Republican, I feel sorry for you. Because you just really don't know that those cracker-ass crackers on that right don't give less fuck about you. You get what I'm saying? especially when you got Republicans that like Meghan McCain and shit that they build their life around that party or that ideology. They build their life around that instead of building their life of being around or being a human being. They don't even do that. They build their life around ideology. Look, I have certain ideology that I live by and codes and principles and shit that I live by. But it's some shit that I have to compromise. Some shit I just had to look at people and give people the benefit of the doubt on certain shit. Or maybe I may have to listen to other people on certain shit. You get what I'm saying? That actually makes sense to me. But when you live that life like people like Meghan McCain that live that motherfucking life of just, her ideology is her life. That's how she lived her life. When you live that way, that's a sad thing. I never want to feel like I'm only ideology that I didn't even call it ideology. The only shit that I gotta fuck with and live by and consistently excuse me, and respect and do the way I do the things that I do is being black. Because at the end of the day, I'm black first. I'm black first. Especially in this country, I'm black first. So I don't care about a lot of other shit that other people care about. I don't. Sorry, I really truly don't. I'm black first. I got a black wife, I got a black daughter, I got black nieces, nephews, you know what I mean, black sister. I like, you know, and I ain't saying we mixed with some shit. We got some shit mixed in us and shit like that. But man, look, I'm black first. All my motherfucking family members is my complexion and darker. You get what I'm saying? I maybe have a cousin or two that maybe like lighter skin, but you know, they consider themselves black. They know they black. Like we ain't. I'm not playing those games with people. I'm not trying to sit here and pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I'm black first. And so I live by a certain code. I'm on code. I'm on code with my people because at the end of the day, as much as I look, man, my honest opinion, I think the thing that separate black people from white folks, unless you just very, very racist, is that black people, we keep it 100. A lot of us. But it's a lot of motherfucking white folks that just be phony. They sit there smiling, grinning your face. They hear you and understand what you're going through and all that other fuckery bullshit. No, they don't. That's just like one of these young black kids that grew up in the suburbs, right? Only thing they have in common with a brother like me, or in common with one of my nieces or nephews or my godkids, is that they black. Lifestyle? No. Have no fucking clue. So their best bet is to listen instead of acting like try to use their blackness to get with black folks. And I see what a lot of white folks, what they like to do is saying, well, I've been around enough black people to understand. No, you don't. You don't understand. You don't. And that's your only connection that you can talk about with black folks. Well, I've been around black folks, or I seen some things with black folks, and I stuck off with black people and all that other shit. Man, that shit don't mean nothing to us. Seriously, it doesn't. Just be who the fuck you are and just have an open mind. I tell white people this all the time. Just have an open mind of black people. Because all black people don't act the same. And all black people don't think the same, and we all on different levels with certain shit. But let me tell you something about a lot of white folks. They assume that all black people are all the same. They really truly think that. No matter how, other than token black niggas that talk proper and talk their language. I ain't gonna say talk their language, but talk the way that they think that people should talk. that black people should be talking like. That's the only way. That's a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them think that that's how black people should need to talk, and we need to act a certain type of way to make them comfortable. It's all about making them comfortable too. Always remember that, my people. They always want you to feel comfortable. I mean, they always want to feel comfortable in your presence. When, believe it or not, I'm very, very uncomfortable around white folks. Honest opinion. Especially if I don't know you. If I don't know you, I'm very uncomfortable. That's just me. But we want to be very truthful about it. I'm very uncomfortable around a lot of people. If I don't fucking know you, if I don't know you personally, I don't know you, I'm very uncomfortable. Because then I got to figure out who the fuck you are, how you think, and shit like that. So now I'm in thinking mode. So, you know, we just live in a society that where we don't even have sympathy anymore. You know, you have a look. I still have sympathy, for people, but I'm very caution. I'm cautioned about the sympathy that what I should show to people. I'm not giving my sympathy out there to everybody because everybody don't deserve your sympathy. But at least I have a little sympathy about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not caught up in, believe it or not, I talk about race a lot, my people, but I'm not caught up in race. I'm just aware of, like I was having a conversation with a coworker of mine, right? And we just was talking about, you know, bias. Like people have we like as people, fuck what color skin you are. As people, we have bias, especially in this country. Everybody's biased. Everybody just, you know, you may have a clique that you fuck with, and you may not fuck with another clique of people. You get what I'm saying? It's bias. You biased. Like, I only fuck with the people that agree with what I say. You biased. Everybody is biased a little. I try not to be as biased, but I know I'm biased. But at the same time, I at least try to have some sympathy and some understanding and have my mind open to others. We don't have people like that in this country like that. It's not a lot of us like that. But everybody is biased. I like I said, I was having this conversation with a coworker of mine. She was sitting there explaining to me. Very educated woman. Very educated. Black woman. Just very educated. And we're just having this conversation. And I told her, and I knew she understood what I said too, because I said, I think it's some people out here, black and white, don't understand the difference between being biased and being racist. It's a difference. It's a big difference. Because like, if I grow up in a certain neighborhood, just say I'm black. Black people deal with it all the time. Just think about black people. We ain't gonna put it on white people, right? Because everybody be like, well, you just talk about white people, you on the race shit. But just, we talk about black folks. It's certain, like my daughter does not grow up around the shit that I grew up around. And probably would, I ain't gonna say probably, won't grow up around. She ain't gonna grow up around a bunch of motherfucking niggas acting like Bobo. Think about the culture a little bit. The nigga shit, the hood shit comes to the county. It comes to the good neighborhoods too, because everybody want to be with the street shit. They want to be with the fuckery shit. You get what I'm saying? So we live in a day and age where you try to protect your kid and shelter your kid from a lot of the fuckery shit. But the shit that comes to the schools the way you spending all this money for, and they still listen to the same shit that the niggas in the hood doing. Even though they may not live a life, but they still hearing the fuckery shit. But she's still not growing up that way. My daughter would never grow up that way. And so when a lot of motherfuckers like me grow up from the hood, and I see like motherfuckers that talk very proper and shit like that, I had to get over that shit of like acting like they was some sellouts, because they really wasn't. They just had the education. They grew up a certain type of way. It was certain niggas that grew up in my hood that had to realize that wound up just worked a little harder than the rest of us did, and got a little lucky and got the education and could talk the way that they talk. Like, it's certain things, but I was biased. You get what I'm saying? We all a little biased, man. All a little biased. And we have to understand that. We all a little biased. Doesn't mean you racist. Doesn't mean you hate somebody. Doesn't mean that you actually truly discriminating against somebody. Just a little biased. Motherfuckers don't grow up the way you grow up. I might feel more comfortable around a little bit of a, like for me, I say for me, I like a little street shit, right? I like people that talk a little street, but actually keep it a little professional too. Like it's a mixture. I believe I keep it a little that way. I've learned how to do that. Like, I'm very professional in a certain way, especially when I'm at work. I'm a certain type of way, but I'm still a street dude. And I keep a little street to me, and I keep a little hood to me, but at the same time, I'm very professional. You get what I'm saying? And so, I like people like that. I don't like people that be all the way bougie or stuck up or just, you know what I mean, how I look at it, all the way bougie type shit. Or motherfucker just totally ghetto and just totally talking slang all fucking day. I don't really like that shit. You get what I'm saying? I like a mixture. I like a motherfucker that could be a mixture. But I'm biased in that way. You get what I'm saying? That's a biased thing that I'm saying. That's bias. I prefer those type of people. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's a bias. It's not necessarily being racist or discriminating against somebody. That's what I prefer. But I can always adapt to others. Give me a second, people. Hit that like button, people. I'm surprised it ain't no people up in here tonight. going on? What happened to what happened to Jones? I don't know what happened to him. He texted me and shit. Was like, "What you going on and shit?" We up in the building. Motherfucking Oak called me. Matter of fact, let me call Oak, because Oak called me earlier, people. Let me call Oak. Because Oak did call me and shit. Hold on. I missed his call earlier. Well, actually, I ain't missed his call. I actually had to hang up his call. What you say, Marlon?
What's up, Kinfolk?
Yo,
What's up, Kenny?
where you at? You at work?
Yep. You on live right now?
Yeah, I'm on live.
Why you never told me, man?
Look, that was my bad. I forgot and shit. I forgot that you ain't over into the new channel. Are you on the new channel? You got the new channel?
Yeah, I'm on a new channel. Man, I gotta talk to you about this. There are 3 subjects I got on my mind right now.
Go ahead.
Who else we got online? Who else we got?
And it ain't that many people because everybody's still kind of like getting used to the channel. I think it's like
Okay.
40-something subscribers and shit. You know what I mean? It ain't where it's supposed to be and shit. But we getting there. We getting back the way it's supposed to be.
Now this is an old video, right? This is an old video.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked on Sharik Nasheed's basically Confessions of a Hood Rat.
Right.
Get this. I had to look up this news article because he's talking about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
A mama, basically, no, here's the thing. Her boyfriend got her 7-year-old son shot and killed. Instead of spending the money on his baby's funeral, she cremated him to save money to buy a car.
Wait, are you shocked about that?
I'm not shocked, but I'm going like this. What the fuck?
I don't know why you shocked about that.
You spent your baby's money on a car for this nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be look. Oh, we live in a fucked up time, man.
No, we live in a stupid time. Black people, listen to O for saying this. Listen to me. If we want to improve, here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of them. I'm a sucker for a hood rat. But I'm going like this. Me being the fact that I'm basically trying to improve my life, I'm taking a whole 180 on this.
Hold on, I got Merlin on the line. Hold on, give me a second. Hello? Hey, oh.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah,
I
don't know what happened. The motherfucking Merlin phone been fucking up. He said his phone fucking up. I tried to get him in.
Maryland.
But
Maryland.
no, he ain't in yet. He ain't in. Go ahead.
Okay. But I'm going like this, though. Black people as a whole.
All right, hold on.
We need to do better.
Hold on. Here come Merlin. Hold on. Let me try to get him in now.
All right.
All right, there we go. Go ahead, Oak.
I was about to say, because I thought she was on, and they was playing some music. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who was playing music?
But go ahead.
Yeah, your answer machine plays music, bro.
Oh, my answer machine?
You said what?
I don't know how my answer machine play music, nigga. Ain't no music on my shit. I don't know.
Yeah, there is. Yes, Chris. Call your phone from another phone and don't pick up. I bet your phone can play music.
That's some new shit. Well, you know what? My phone has been acting up, so I gotta go look at my shit. Cause now when people text me and shit, I don't even get the texts. I like, and the shit don't even pop up. Like usually it say like you got one or two or three texts. It don't even do that. My phone acting up, man. It's that new bullshit phone I got. I'm ready to take that bitch back and get a new one. But anyway, go ahead.
Maryland,
Go ahead.
did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said?
He was like the babe, like the mom, she paid for a new car instead of the funeral or something like that.
She paid for this nigga new car. Your man got your baby shot and killed. And you gonna warn that nigga?
Hold on, and where this happened at? Oh,
Chicago.
Oh, okay. You know what? I was getting ready to say that shit, but never mind. Go ahead. I don't want to stereotype, but you know, I just kind of figured probably with Chicago. But go ahead.
But no, I look at my own damn. And we're saying, I put my ass on blast. My recent ex is married to a dude that just got out of San Quentin. Not Santa Rita, San Quentin. If you know what that is.
Yeah, we get you.
Okay, San Quentin is a prison. As a matter of fact, it's the only prison in the Bay Area that still believes in the death penalty.
Oh, I know what.
There.
Hold up. Hey, I know what the fuck San Quentin is. I know what San Quentin is.
Matter of fact, speaking of prison, I want to talk about man, I don't know if I could put links in the chat, but it was in like somewhere out in Kentucky. And it was somebody locked up. It was let me go to the store because I ain't trying to shit.
What the fuck are you talking about,
like
Merlin? What?
Nah, cause y'all talking about cause I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was like it was out in Kentucky. And, you know, this white supremacist cop. It was basically.
Yeah, I heard about that. I know exactly what.
Hold on, I don't know what the hell he talking about.
Yeah, I'm about to break it down. That's why I'm trying to see if I can send a link in the chat if you can see it.
Just send it.
But,
Just hold up. Just send it through the text.
All right.
Yeah.
But basically, it was a white cop. It was a black guy. He was in there. He was locked up for whatever. But you know, it was like some white cops. So like I don't know how many of them, but it was a few white cops over there. And, you know, they had him handcuffed to the cell. So he couldn't defend himself. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't defend. He was basically like she was chained up. He was locked to the cell. And this white supremacist cop gonna punch him in the mouth and act like he's tough or something. Like it's some coward shit, man.
I thought it was the dude that basically got kicked in the face.
No, he got punched. And they were like before they turned their body cams on, they was pepper spraying them, they was jumping them, they was doing all types of stuff.
Oh yeah,
while he was chained up, he couldn't defend himself.
Send me that link. I'll play it on the show real quick. Send it to me.
All right.
That's one thing about white supremacy.
I mean, so he said something like, you know, like that gives him like a psychological win, even though like
no, that gives him a hard on. That's what it gives him. When you have a badge, and you kick somebody's ass, believe me, I'm in security. When you gotta defend when you gotta defend, I put that in quotes, you get a certain adrenaline, it's called an adrenaline rush. It's 10 times worse for cops because most cops are pre-military.
And he was in the military too. The cop, the one who punched him, I think he was in the Marines or something like that, but he got fired. He got kicked out of the Marines, something like that.
No. Here's the one I'm tripping off of.
Hold on. Before you get to that, you gotta understand too, some things too about a lot of these cops, right? If they are like military and shit like that, a lot of them they actually get trained better than cops. What happens is when they become cops. And they get trained to be cops. That's why they go off the rails like that. Because they already a little off hinge because of the shit that they seen.
Because of the PTSD.
Right, and the shit they seen and what they did. Right, but they train a certain type of way too of kind of not allowing that shit to affect what they do. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or how they interact. Like, you get what I'm saying? But when they come home, it's different, and then they wind up going through the police force, and then the police force is actually worse. They have the worst training actually than the fucking military. Like, you get what I'm saying?
I seen the video right now. I was trying to find. I'm gonna send it to. It's gonna be Rolling Stone, but it's gonna be the first. I'm not sending it to you because like a lot of the sites they was trying to take the video down and stuff, but I think they should let the video.
Yeah, also trying to do the exact same thing about the. Here's when I was going like this, and I'm glad I bring up a profession in this. Y'all didn't hear about the damn armed security guard that got shot for stopping the crime.
Which one? It was two of them.
There were 5 of them.
It was one in Chicago and there was one in Alabama.
There was one in Chicago, one in Alabama, one in Mississippi.
You got it.
They're reviewing Austin Sterling's case. I want y'all to realize that. They're reviewing the case.
I thought they already said they charging the cops who killed Sterling.
Nah, because he only got for manslaughter. He didn't get for murder. They trying to review it for murder. Because Austin Sterling was a G4S, which is a prime armed security company, especially in San Francisco. That's a company that watched Bank of America and Chase. They have that contract.
Hey Merlin, you only sent me the blog of it. You didn't send me the video of it. They ain't let me get.
Yeah, the video is like the first thing.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, never mind. Never see. Matter of fact, they got severe video after the jump. It's like after it's gonna say brutal video after the jump is the last one.
It's the last. It's probably the last damn link because Rolling Stone they got to roll the article and the video is downward.
No,
yeah.
I still don't get it.
You gotta click where it's. Now click where it say. Click where it say. It's gonna be at the end of the article. It's gonna say. Let me go back. It's gonna say view video after.
No, I got it. Hold on.
All
right. I'm gonna go ready to play it. Hold on.
Just look at the cowboy. That's how these.
You might have to hang up the phone with us because you can't play it while you're on the phone with us.
Yeah, I can. You just gotta be quiet. Oh shit! Yeah, it do say unable to play. That's some bullshit.
Thank you. I told you.
Let me see if they got it on YouTube because they try to hide it off of these websites.
They trying to hide. Here's the thing. They trying to hide the fact that basically Jason Kessler is trying to do another damn Charlottesville. So get this. They're trying to do it in the Bay Area. And in Charlottesville.
They already tried to do it in DC in August, and they was only like 30 deep. They have police protection.
My thing is,
beat my ass.
My thing is when black folks see we talk about this shit all the time, right? And I respect it, right? But when is black people gonna ever get their fucking balls back? Like, yo, it was
exactly.
Like, when are we gonna stop allowing motherfuckers to keep doing certain shit to us?
Let me ask this: when are black men gonna be black men? Here's one thing. I'm sick of these lean ass don't want to get a job because basically say, well, I can make better money on the motherfucking street. The streets respect me.
No, I think let me say.
Ass niggas.
Hold on. I think, believe it or not, I think when you talk about why the black men don't step up, and I'm gonna be very, very honest about this shit. And I ain't saying all, but mainly least about 75% of men. They don't want to step up and take that motherfucking L is because they have been most likely incarcerated of, like, you basically call it slavery.
I just sent you a link to the video. I'm gonna see if that one works. If that don't work, I'm gonna just send you one on YouTube.
I got it.
Yeah, try to do that.
But that's what's going on now. That's what's going on now.
No.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Our black men, a lot of us are afraid of white society. We don't have the Black Panthers anymore. You get what I'm saying? And so when you see a lot of these black brothers, we sit there and we just watching that shit, watching our brothers and sisters get beat in the street and shit like that, and not standing up and just sitting there talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I love Martin Luther King, but at the same time, we can sit there and protest all the fuck we want, but where's that motherfucker that shit of whipping them motherfuckers ass? You punch like I said.
I just said the second.
Hold on.
I just said the second. Like,
No,
I got hold on. You got niggas out here that'll sit there and watch black people get beat. Watch their own brothers and sisters get beat. And I'm talking about their own blood. They'll sit there and watch the police beat the shit out of them and punch them. Nah, you ain't doing that in my presence. I'm sorry. Any cop, I don't give a fuck. You won't see me. You won't look.
You saw the video. Oh, sorry. You
Look,
saw the video basically of the police basically beating on somebody's mama, and the dude was just filming.
That's what I'm talking.
Like black.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And it ain't no way impossible that I'm going to sit there and allow you to beat my wife. That ain't happening. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm just hold on. I'm just throwing an example out there of how much somebody that I care about and I love that's very close to me. There's no way impossible I'm gonna sit there and allow you to beat my motherfucking wife in front of me. That ain't gonna happen. You gonna have to beat both of us. You might have to shoot me and kill me. I'm sorry, you're not doing that in front of me. And then, nigga, you talking about a nigga mama. You ain't beat my mama in front of me, nigga.
But what you call it? Like, you gotta see.
Saying she being knocked out and shit.
You gotta see.
Pissing you the fuck off.
But, oh yeah, Ken, you gotta see that video. But like, I remember like a while ago, it was I was looking at O'Shea. It's O'Shea vlogcast, and it was like a few months ago. I think like in September. Y'all remember the video of the white supremacist who tried to attack a black woman, and then like some OG, he came in and he smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah, down in Florida.
Made him get butt naked. I saw that one.
Hold on. This might make the point. So it was like, you know, they had a vlogcast talking about that. You know, they were basically giving their opinion on that. And there was one dude on that. There was one dude on the vlogcast. He was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to protect black women because you don't know if they hood rat. You know, you don't know this, you don't know that." And it's like, this is the sad thing, because it's like, let's say, if to put it like this, if a white person saw another group of people, you know, abusing a woman, they gonna step
the same as that people.
Hispanic, same thing with Asian, same thing with every other group of people. But when it's black people, you got these cowards talking about something. Oh well, I don't know what type of shit she is. I don't know that nigga shit. We deal with that in private, but in public, stay on focus.
But you
willing to be the nigga that you can be.
Hold on. But the thing about that is the niggas can't stay on code because of the simple fact we have got brainwashed by white society. I keep saying that. It's niggas out here that we really truly think.
Let the fuck up. I'm sorry. Women don't let the fuck up. I hate to put this on blast, but when are black men and women afraid to wake the fuck up? Wake up.
I'm
sorry. No. Let me get on this. No. I hate the face of the fact that we're using this shit as an excuse. That we're using ADHD as an excuse. That we're using bipolar as an excuse. That we're using, I came from the streets excuse. We black because we black, so we gonna stay niggas. No. If we want to see white supremacy die by 2020, we as black people need to do one thing and one thing only, and that's melanin empowerment. We need to basically have our black queens instead of all basically visiting a prison because those boyfriends in jail while seeing other bitches. You need to be visiting a college or a damn job application and trying to live in unbrave Jews.
But you gotta understand too, though. I think what you understand a little bit.
I think it's other bullshit. It's other bullshit. We're gonna shoot our whole counter, and we ain't damn near fighting them damn white supremacists and basically been fucking us for years.
But what I'm saying is, I think a lot of times what you understand and a lot of us don't understand is that white supremacists has took over a lot of our people, even our people that's in power, and people that's on TV, and people
It's
that
utter bullshit.
hold
It's
on.
utter bullshit.
Hey, hold on. What I'm saying is that we don't understand that they have brainwashed our people, and so our people can't understand what the fuck you saying.
Hey, watch my ass.
Hold on.
That's some private better bullshit.
Calm down. And what I'm saying is, they can't understand what you saying. They can't understand what Merlin's saying. They can't understand what I'm saying because we got too many of our people living this white supremacist life. You get what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers
Why though? Why though? Why though? Why?
Hold on. You got our black people that live a high life, right? And they scared to lose it, right? And then you got motherfuckers that at the middle ground, which is probably me and you and me, you and Merlin. We live that middle ground, right? And you got niggas that's in that middle ground that's afraid to step up too because
Okay, so before I go back to work, this is my last word before I go back to work. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm going like this. This is my last freaking word. Let me say this. 14 years. It took me 14 years. It took me to get out of K through. It took me to K through 12. I went all the way to 12. It took me 10 years to get out of college. I'm not being debt up my ass, but I got a physical degree with my name on it, engraved in silver, saying I graduated with a damn almost a summa cum laude degree. I have ADHD, I have dyslexia, and I'm not afraid to damn say it. But I'm saying this, we need to stop asking these motherfucking damn dudes for a fucking handout and build our own. The worst damn weapon that basically has been going on since slavery, and Maryland backed me up on this before I get off this phone. The worst weapon that basically can fight white supremacy is an educated black person. And I'm not just talking about street. He also got to be book smart as well. He's got to basically maintain a budget. He's got to become a man. He's got to learn how to tie a tie. He's got to learn how to shake somebody's hand while looking them dead in the eye. He's got to basically come. Listen, I have gotten jobs because I wore a suit and a tie in 80-degree heat. I'm not even keep the job, but I got the job.
But I just think that, like black people, like we.
Now I gotta get off the phone. I gotta go back to work.
All right, man.
All right, be safe. But I just think that, like, we the only group of people that's off code. Everybody else, they got their code. They stay on code, Like, that's the reason why white supremacy is so strong, because, they on code. A police officer, they kill an unarmed, nonviolent black person, and then they get off. They on code. But you got black people, like Trayvon Martin, when he died, everybody who got a right mind, they know George Zimmerman was wrong, but you got black people talking about Trayvon Martin shouldn't have been out late. Oh, he should have obeyed the law. Oh, he should have did this. Oh, you got these sucking and jolly coons, who instead of, just standing up for something, they rather just sucking jive, but they,
But at the same time, like I
same
said,
thing, like I said, same thing what I said, like, it was one day it was people, cool with non-black Hispanic saying the N-word. Yeah, people like me and like other people that was like, like that ain't cool, we was standing up. And you had the coons talking about, you extra woke people, you pro-black people, y'all so this, y'all so this, y'all so that. They just off code. And you would never see no non-black Hispanic cake for no black people. Come on, man. They don't even like the Afro-Latinos. But you cater for them, like, that's gonna get you some butter biscuits, but like, they don't give a fuck about you.
yeah, but like I said, go back to my point is that, look, we are, as a society, as black people, not all of us, but a lot of us we in different lanes, and believe it or not, that's where black people have fall. Like, that's why we fall, and that's why we are not like what you saying of kind of like coming together. You know what I'm saying? Even like what Oak was saying, Like, we can't come together like that because we all in different spaces. And we don't understand that, like, at the end of the day, like, look, dude, we black. And a lot of our people can't understand it because we in so many different places and we let white society dictate of our thinking. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're a rich motherfucker, you're a black rich dude, you ain't thinking like the average nigga. You think the average nigga that's lower than you, like somebody like me, is a hater or somebody that ain't on your level, so they can't speak to you. They have no knowledge. You get what I'm saying? And just like a motherfucker on my level, that I ain't poor or no shit like that, but I'm okay. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I own a little something. But it's niggas that's on my level to think that we better than the poor motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We better than the hood. Which, nigga, we ain't nothing but a
It don't
mistake.
matter in the
We
system of
all
white supremacy. It don't matter if you rich as Jay-Z or if you rich as matter of fact, they spray the N-word on LeBron house. He rich.
that's what I'm saying. But when you got a nigga like, well, look, but we gotta think about this too. We understood that very well, right? But if you got a motherfucker like Jason Whitlock that'll come out,
Oh my
that
God.
coon ass nigga, to say, oh well, somebody like LeBron James, that racism doesn't affect him like it affects poor people. Like, you get what I'm saying? When you say shit like that, that has an effect. That mean, and I'm not talking about motherfuckers that's in LeBron James atmosphere. Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as money or whatever the situation is. I'm talking about somebody that's way less fortunate. They're like, oh, damn, so only racism happened with us. So anybody that's black, that's rich, that shit don't affect them. And you got people that think that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you throw
Lil
that,
Wayne said something like that too.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you throw that shit out there and you not knowing what you saying, and you're not educated, and you just saying shit. Like Jason Whitlock, look, man, I get that you're a sellout, man, but stop talking about black issues. That's all I care about. I don't care about these dudes selling out. They think I care about that. I don't really care. I don't care about people being racist. Be who the fuck you are, but stop talking about black issues. If you ain't with the cause, why you talking about it? Just say you against it. Don't say you with it and then talk down and then have people that will listen to your dumbass because they ain't that fucking bright either, and they'll listen to you because they don't know no fucking better. So they'll listen to that person like Jason Whitlock and say, oh, well, you know, LeBron James don't deal with racism like poor people. What? What are you talking about? Racism is racism. Look, is it a different level of racism? Yes. But racism is racism. I don't give a fuck if a LeBron James got his shit on his property spray painted nigga. And they say, oh well, he wasn't even there. So what? He knew that somebody hate him because he's black. That's enough for me. You get what I'm saying? As a black
But my
person.
thing is, with like, I mean, like they see like how we get. This is my thing. Like, you know, I don't even know what they say, but like, look, it don't matter what class you in, what money you make, how you wear your hair, what shoes you got. What, it don't matter none of that. As long as you black in America, or really anywhere, because black people, we go anywhere like in the world. We like, you know, we gonna get treated a certain type of way. Just being black. It don't matter if you know the money you get. It don't matter if you from America, Caribbean, Africa, Canada. Just being black, you gonna get treated a certain type. You gonna get they gonna profile you. They gonna because they don't think they don't like you because of your skin color. So it's like no amount of money or whatever is gonna change that.
Right. I hear you.
I'm just saying, but I mean, it's like
But you got to think about if you from America and you black, you get treated a certain type of way, man. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You from America,
But it's
motherfucker.
like,
You black and say, oh, hey, man, you from America. Motherfuckers treat you a certain type of way. That's just real shit, though. I don't think black people really truly understand that as well as, like, if you from America and you black and you say like you like when I went on a cruise, right? And and I said I was from America or whatever, right? And I didn't even get into the race shit. It was more about how motherfuckers that was from. It was plenty of people. They was from all types of different types of countries and shit. You get what I'm saying? And they was like, you know, how they look at America. You get what I'm saying? But imagine if I would have got into being black, right? But but the one thing that I did respect, I ain't even gonna lie to you, that I respect from the different countries that I did, people that I talked about. I talked to, because it was all types of different people. That was black people, white people, whatever from America. We went by cities. You get what I'm saying? And it was almost like, look, it's how motherfuckers, we are in certain cities. And motherfuckers looked at it a certain type of way. And it was bias there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to offend nobody, but it was like, yo, it's biased. Like, you go to Chicago, it's a certain type of way. You go to Baltimore, it's a certain type of way. You go to LA, it's a certain type of way. You go to New York, it's a certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? You go to DC, it's a certain type of motherfuckers act different. Like, we act different. You get what I'm saying? And so it was like, I felt like this. If I ever got in a race thing with somebody outside of the country, but that was the thing about that cruise thing. I never had to get on no race shit. You get what I'm saying? We just was basically talking about where you was from. Like what city you was from. Even like your motherfucker say, well, you from America or whatever. It wasn't even about that. It was about like if you if I ran to somebody that was from Britain or Jamaica or fucking Saudi Arabia or some shit like that, or Egypt or something like that, in which I ran to a lot of people like that. It wasn't about the race. It was more about, where you was from, like far as like, because like when it comes to like America, it's different to them. They look at America different. Like people outside of them, like people that ain't from America and stuff like that, they know that the cities are different. You get what I'm saying? So they didn't, like, it wasn't no racist shit there. It was just almost like they was taking state by state type of shit. You get what I'm saying?
But this is the thing too, though. Like, I mean, like, cause it's like people like we'll say stuff like what we say, and they say like, well, oh, if America's so bad, then why everybody break their neck to come to America? Let me break that down, right? Propaganda, that's one reason. Cause America, they want to put it out there like they such this perfect country, they'll show Hollywood is. So like there's people like in Liberia that think that you'll tell them that it's homeless people in America, they'll think I'm lying.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're like, yo, when I told the one dude he was from Britain, he was like, I say the biggest, the biggest where we had the most homeless people at is in LA. And he was like,
they'll show Hollywood, but they ain't gonna show Skid Row.
Right. He was like, what? Yeah, he was like, what? That's like Hollywood and all that other shit. I was like, nah. I was like, if you go to LA, they take you to I forgot the name of it, but Skid Row. I said, you go to Skid Row. I say that's a whole fucking. Now you can say that's a whole city by itself. You get what I'm saying? If you want to call it that, but I look at it that way. It's like it's a whole city. Like you got a whole bunch of fucking homeless people, and you telling me we don't have no programs to help these people? Nothing. We had nothing.
Well, it's like because like that's one of the reasons. Because America, they proud like they such this great country. They'll show South Beach. They ain't gonna show Portland Beach projects on Miami. They'll show Hollywood, but they don't show Skid Row. They'll show the White House, but they ain't gonna show Southeast DC.
I always
Like, so
tell,
they'll put
but
out.
you know what I always tell people though? You think about
Mm-hmm.
L.A., right? Think about California.
Mm-hmm.
California is a multicultural. It's a country by itself. It's a country by itself. You gotta think about it. I mean, it might be a world by itself. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it. It's all different types of nationality people there, right? You got
Mm-hmm.
you got fucking you got racists, you got black folks, you got Mexicans, you got gangs. You get what I'm saying? You got Chinese, you got Indian, you know what I'm saying? You got everything in Los Angeles. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you got Oakland, California, you got uh
San Francisco,
San Francisco, you got San
San
Diego,
Diego.
you got you got
Yeah.
you got Las Vegas. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
Las Vegas or Nevada.
yeah, but that shit is all one though. I always tell people that
You
shit
talking
is,
about the West Coast?
yeah, just the West Coast. That whole West Coast is like a fucking country by itself. Like, you got everything there. Like, if you go in, like, seriously, like, if you think about America, go to California. California got, or just the, I'm sorry, just the West Coast. I mean, and then you can't even say the West Coast, and then you start throwing Seattle and all that other shit in there, and just like
Yeah.
Vegas, you start throwing them all in there. But I would throw Vegas in there because I think Vegas is like, to me, it's like Los Angeles. But no, well, you know what I mean,
It's a cheaper version of Los Angeles.
right? But that's what I'm saying. But you think about that shit, like, if you go, man, that shit is like a world by itself. If you go out there in Los Angeles, it's a world by itself, man. Like, people
But
could be.
the point I'm trying,
Go ahead.
but the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, one reason why America might look like it's the best country is propaganda, because they'll put it out there like it's all perfect and it's all good. They only show certain things. The second thing is infrastructure. And I think, you know, like Trump was like, you know, he called African, you know, he said African country. He said Africa like as a country. He said Africa and Haiti a shithole country, but Africa is a continent and a country. But let's go by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said what he said about Africa and Haiti, and he want people from Norway and stuff like that, right? But just think about it. How many people from Norway come to America? I say America, KKK, but
Nobody
America.
look, all those countries that he's talking about that's white, they don't
They
come
don't
to
want to come to
America.
America.
Right, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. They don't want to, like you said, they don't want to, and they don't come to America. They don't come to
And
America.
the point what I'm trying to make is like it's people from these countries where it's like no infrastructure or, you know, it's wars. Like I'm Liberian, for example. It was a war going on. That's why we came in. You know, you got Nigeria. It had, you know, they got their problem. Well, and people from that. Well, I mean, you got immigrants from Nigeria, but like the point what I'm trying to make is like people only come from countries that, you know, where the infrastructure ain't like it ain't the way how other countries is. So it ain't on some, oh, it's a great country. They probably just come here for an opportunity and then they go back to their country.
But that's usually what happened. That's why
But
I don't understand. Look, man, I'm never going to understand that how white people get all up in arms about other nationality. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me say this then. White people are so mad at immigrants and shit like that, right? Is because some of that. What usually happens with a lot of immigrants, if they come here and they get the education and they live a good life or whatever, they usually go back to their own
that's my
country.
thing with the Nigerians too. Because my thing is like, you know, because like me, I'm African. You always hear me say if it's three countries that, you know, when people say Africans don't like black people, and it's not all, not all, not all. I understand not all, because I'm cool with folks from every one of these countries of my name, but three countries where it got the most anti-black people in Africa: Nigeria, Ghana, and I put Sierra Leone there too. The thing with Nigerians, right? They'll have, you know, they'll have, you know, they'll be nurses, they be doctors, they be all these, you know, jobs that pay good money, right? But if you were to tell them, you know, you ain't even got to move there, but, you know, Nigeria got issues, you know, how about, you know, you get a small group and go fix the country, they'll be on some Captain America shit. They'll get all mad at you. Oh, you black people, oh. They call me, they say, oh, I'm like, you know, they start loving America. But it's people in your country struggling. And you could, you know, I'm not saying you gotta help everybody, but if you got all this education, you got all this, why not try to do something for your country? And you claim you love it so much, and you all like Black Americans, so do something for your country. They get mad, and it's like, oh, you know. But it's like you got all these degrees. How about you don't? Because like everybody, you know, I don't understand. But it's like you got all these degrees. You got these medical degrees.
They
You
don't
got, you know,
look. It's just it's
lawyers.
look.
You got this. You got that.
Look,
But
man.
they don't go back. So they don't go back to fix their country. But then they had the mind to talk trash about Black people. And it's not all Nigerians. Cause I'm cool with some. I'm cool.
No,
with
what I'm
Nigerians,
saying
cool
is
with Nigerians,
what
but,
usually
you know.
what usually happen is that we those same people that you're talking about, right? Like you said, it ain't all, but it's some, right? What usually happen is that, and it's happening to black people in America. Look, man, we get caught up in the white society, and then when you get caught up in the white society of America, you start thinking that it's better, the grass is greener. And then at the same time, you starting to learn shit, and you starting to know that you gotta sacrifice shit. Look, let me tell you something. The one thing that, let me tell you something. You know why white people are so angry at Jews? The racists. Did you ever notice that?
I mean, Jews is white, so I
No,
mean,
no, no,
Jews
no,
is
no,
just
no,
a
no,
religion.
no, not in their eyes. Not in their eyes. I'm talking about the racists.
I mean,
You know why they so angry at the Jews? It's because they allowed the Jews to come over here and they gave them reparations and shit, right?
yeah.
Over in this country. In our country, the way black people built it, right? But mind you, just put what black people did to the side, right? Let's just throw our shit to the side, right? What white people think that they built, right? They built this shit, right? But they let them fucking Jews, they let the Jews come over here, right? And as a lot of those Jews that maybe have been, they families or whoever they was, and they was, not even a part of the shit, the Holocaust and all that shit, right? They allowed them to come over here. What happened was that the white people understood that these motherfuckers then took over the country. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't.
But you know, I'm just
No. But no, that's what I'm saying. So when you ever see like that shit like happening in the that church with the Jews and shit like that, don't get that shit twisted. A show enough racist is going to do that to them. But a motherfucker that is a white supremacist, right? A white person that's a white supremacist, right? Understand that, hey, look, I can make money with these motherfuckers instead of killing them. That's the Jews own everything. Believe that. They took their money.
But hey, like the whole white supremacist versus that they
No. I want you to understand.
I
The Jews took the money that America gave them and bought America. They bought America. They own shit in America. Then these so-called racist white folks, that's why a lot of them are so upset at the Jews. You gave them their money. You gave them, like, if somebody was owed some money, black people was. Right? So what happens is, all right, some of them, they are mad at the Jews, but they get mad at black people. They say, well, why y'all ain't fighting against these racist white motherfuckers? They say, well, why y'all ain't fighting back against those Jews? And you know what? Hold on. And time out. They got a point in that. Why we ain't fighting back against these Jews that took over the fucking country and they
white people.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, no. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these racist white motherfuckers don't look at those Jews as white. When you think when Hitler did what he did, you really truly think that he thought that he was a Jew, knowing he was a Jew? You get what I'm saying? Half of these fucking Caucasians is Jews in America. It's not like they don't know that. It's just that, they really truly think, because they don't know nobody. They're not educated. They don't know their history. They don't know their DNA. They didn't even try to learn about their DNA like that. They don't give a fuck about that.
There's Jews too.
But that's what I'm saying. I understand that. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't understand. Put it like this. My thing is this. These white supremacists are mad at black people for what they gave the Jews. And now the country ain't the same to them. Because you know why? Because you got a lot of Jews that went through their family or whatever, been through what black people been through. And so they're a little sympathized to that. So that's why you get the liberals. That's why you got liberals. You get what I mean?
Jews went through what black people went through?
No, they sympathize with it. I didn't say they went through what we went through. I'm saying they sympathize with it. Because they actually, their family members or whoever went through it. So they sympathize with it. Somebody that sympathize with you, they're going to rock with you a little bit, right? But at the same time, white people in this country has had the power. So what happens is when you start mixing the races together, it doesn't matter that motherfucker think that he got a Jew in him. Just like it's like Donald Trump's daughter. Donald Trump's daughter is mixed with a Jew. She part Jewish. You get what I mean? But would you think that he would care about, or she would care about those Jews? Like she's a Hitler. You get what I mean? Hitler was a Jew. Everybody act like Hitler wasn't no Jew or nothing. He was a Jew. You get what I mean? You heard me?
I mean, but yeah, I heard you, bro. I mean,
he was a Jew. No, I'm sorry, seriously. Like Hitler was a Jew, and everybody acting like, oh my God, it was another race that went in. No, it was the same race that did the same did that horrible shit to them. It was their own race that did that. That's why black people always tell Jewish people, you will never, and I mean ever, compare what y'all went through to our shit. Because number one, our people didn't do that to us in this country. And they say, well, then they say maybe you had house slaves. Them niggas was brainwashed.
Now what they say, African soul slaves, which I mean, that's white supremacist talking points. Like, I mean, that ain't even.
Nigga, I ignore that because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Like, look, let me
they didn't just sell us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fine, we get mad at Africa a little bit, but Africa did not.
That's bullshit.
But yeah, hold up. But that's what I'm saying. They didn't. You gotta think about that situation too. They can say that all they want, but our African brothers and sisters did not think that America was going to do that to us, right? But they had a clue of what was going to happen to us too. Because if you go to Africa and you think about them roads that they took us down in them tunnels down there to get us on them boats, don't tell me that our black people didn't know what was going on. So part of it is right. You get what I mean?
Let me say this though.
Go ahead.
Let me say this though, because when they say, oh, Africans sold each other into slavery, first of all, a lot of people, they were prisoners of war.
Mm-hmm.
They were prisoners of war, so it's not like, oh, they ain't have any, they were just prisoners of war. They just got caught up. Second,
they got bamboozled.
Go search up the Crew tribe. It's KRU. It's a Crew tribe. It's mostly in Liberia, Ivory Coast, and Sierra Leone, but it's mostly in Liberia. Like most of the Crew tribe, they in Liberia. That's my grandma's tribe, matter of fact. And they used to fight. They fought to get. They fought. They refused to get enslaved. They fought Like, you know, if they put in blood, like they was fighting the people who was trying to enslave them. Like they ain't play that. So when people try to say, oh, people, nah, it was people that actually fought against this. They fought that fought against getting enslaved. It wasn't just, oh, you know, they just cowered down and all that. Like, oh, matter of fact,
Look,
go look
man,
at the
they
crew
just
tribe.
didn't hold up. First of all, they just didn't have slaves from Africa. You get what I'm saying? They had slaves from the
Yeah, it was
Virgin Islands, Jamaica, and I mean, a whole
not, but
bunch of
not,
fucking, fucking
they
places
come
that where
from
black.
Africa though.
That's what I'm saying. We all came. We got slaves from a lot of places. Like, and everybody trying to sit there and, oh, it was just Africa. No, nigga, it wasn't just Africa. It was all types of fucking islands there where we got enslaved at. And look, and I know white people like to sit out there and say, well, your black people gave y'all away. Look, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's because it's people that fought like the crew tribe. Like matter of fact, these white supremacists, they know about the crew tribe. They know not to go like that. They know they don't play that
But
shit.
you know, hold up.
They,
You know what?
yeah.
I want to put it like this. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put it like this. If let's just go about their ideology about that. Okay. Well, it was Africans that you know what I mean, black people that sold us to the white folks, right? All right, fine. Okay. All right. We did 400 years of slavery, right? All right. We fulfill our rights. We here now, and we telling you, all right, we don't appreciate none of that shit. Treat us right. Give us what you owe us. You know what I'm saying? And you still won't do it. So how is that our fault? How is that our ancestors' fault? We don't give a fuck about that. Our people is here. Like I'm talking about us. We was born here in America. So give us what you owe us. You get what I'm saying? We work for free. So what? All right, we can go back. And I'm not. Look, let me tell you something. And let's just go by what they saying. All right, I'm not gonna blame all white people for it. But your ancestors was a part of enslaving us, though. You can't get around that. You gotta get. Look, if you want to get, hold up, time out. If you want to get 50% to our own people for putting us on them slave ships and shit like that, and saying it's part of their fault, fine. But the other 50% is your fucking ancestors too, because y'all still did it. Y'all still enslaved us.
Let me say this though, like when you ask them what countries, sold what countries from Africa sold black people into slavery, they don't know. They don't know.
You're right.
Then, I mean, and it's black people that say stuff like that. That's just white supremacist talking point. Basically, what you trying to say is What
I was saying is that I'm
not
gonna give them that. I'm gonna give them that talking point of saying that. Let's just say that's true. But okay, we talking about 2018. Why y'all still treating us the same? Why y'all still have that same mentality? That ain't black people
like
making. Hold on, time out. Time out. That ain't got nothing to do with our ancestors or why you still have the same mentality that you have. Why you still discriminating? Why you still look at black people like we below you? That ain't got nothing to do with them. That got something to do with you. And you can't tell me you don't. And the worst thing, I always say this: the worst thing you can ever say to me as a black man, as a black person, is that you don't see color. That's insulting to me. I'm insulted by that. So when a white person ever tell me that, I'm insulted. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no way you don't see color. I see your white ass, so how the fuck you don't see my black ass? Get the fuck out of here. You know, it's just sad, man. Look, we just live in a society, man, where people try to pretend that racism never existed. We got all the history. Look, put it like this. White people like to ignore all the slavery issues, right? They try to ignore it, right? But they like to continue to praise Christianity. They remember Christianity. They believe in that. That's something factual to them, right? But they don't want to believe in slavery. Or they act like slavery, okay, that was long ago, whatever the situation is. If Christianity can still be here right now, why the fuck is slavery is not a situation for you? You get what I mean?
I get it, but like I'm just saying, like that whole old African soldier, like that, and it's black people. I'm not saying you, but it's like I said, like I be seeing like YouTube videos of niggas just saying, oh well, yeah, they just run with it, but and like speaking of Christianity, like I remember it was Kanye West when he said slavery was a choice or something like that. It was somebody that was like, even though he disagreed with Kanye West, he said, um, if it wasn't for, if he was basically saying that, if it wasn't no Christianity, then slavery wasn't going, he was going to be fighting back because he was basically trying to say, the Christian religion that made black people weak, make them bow down and make them soft and all that. And there was people mad at him, but it was true.
But no, it was true. It's 100%. It's still to this day. It's still true. Because black people are weak. We are weak. We are weak as a people. We are very. Hold on. We are very weak. We are very weak as people. There's no motherfucking way that you see every day on fucking video, or you pick up your phone when you see your brother and sister out there getting beat and getting punched. It's no way that you sit back and just record that and think that that's going to do anything. We already know that us sitting back having video, I mean, sometimes it helps, but not all the time. Sometimes, man, fuck that, man. I see anybody, I see that shit, man, I'm jumping in. I'm sorry. They going to have to shoot me or beat me up and lock me up at the same way. I don't give a fuck what they do. But all I know is that I'm not going to sit by and allow my people to get beaten like slaves. You all of a sudden you get so upset because he ain't putting his arms behind his back. What the fuck? You beat the fuck out of a person because they ain't buying by what you said. What the fuck are you? And then the crazy shit about it, I'm a citizen, so I look at, I'm paying you. So now you're telling me I'm paying you to beat him. That's what you're telling me. I'm paying you to beat him. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You motherfuckers, I swear to you, I'm glad that shit don't happen around me. I'm real dead serious about that. And I live in Baltimore, and I know that shit happen outside of me. But it doesn't happen around me. And I swear to you, if that shit happened around me, man, they gonna beat me or they gonna kill me. Because I'm not gonna allow no motherfucking cop to sit there and beat a brother and sister. Sorry, fuck that. Hey man, look. And how the fuck you gotta think about this too, right? And I'm gonna go at this. I'm gonna stop the live stream, and I'm gonna let you speak before I go off. But you gotta think about this too. How the fuck do any black person ever think in their mind that it's always okay that we gotta abide by a law when it comes to these cops, when that whole system was to detain us, to beat us, to enslave us, and everybody's sitting there and we acting like, oh, we gotta live by the law, we gotta respect the law, we gotta do what they tell us to do. Think about that. Motherfucker say, just be respectful to the law. What law? What are you talking about? That's a law that always been around. That was a law that was created to control black people. So how the fuck I supposed to give a fuck about that law? How I supposed to care about that? How I supposed to respect that? And I'm gonna tell every cop, and I'm gonna tell anybody, whoever the fuck you are, white, black, Puerto Rican, I don't give a fuck if you're a cop or not. I mean, matter of fact, you are a cop. If you ever disrespect me in any type of way, do not expect me to show you the same type of respect back. Because I'm going to show you it out the gate. But if you roll up on me wrong, and if I see you disrespecting me, I ain't even going to go that route with me. But you disrespect anybody that I don't know, and I see that shit, oh, I'm jumping in. And you can lock me up. You can put the handcuffs on me. You can beat me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But I'm fighting for it. I'm going to fight for it. So I want y'all to know that. And you going to have to kill me on some certain type of shit. Because I ain't going to sit there and allow you to beat a nigga in front of me. Give a fuck what color skin you are. You can keep your boys in blue bullshit to yourself. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I pay your motherfucker. I pay for you to protect and serve the community, and you take what I pay you, that I work hard, I bust my ass every day to pay for you to beat my people. You out your mind. So damn right I got a right to step in. And I'm gonna tell a motherfucker straight up. I got a right to step in because you crossing the line. I pay your salary. You wouldn't even exist if we didn't pay for your salary. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you get the last word and I'm out of here.
I was gonna say, like, that's the same thing I say whenever people bring up that black on black crime bullshit. It's like, okay, they're like, oh, because it'll be like a cop there kill a black person, and they'll be like, oh, what about black on black crime? Oh, what about black crime? I'm like, look, I don't want to say I could care less, but the thing about it is, we paying our taxes for these police officers to do their job, and then constantly, time after time after time after time, they always breaking the law, and they don't get no consequences, and they supposed to serve and protect. I'm paying, like, my money is going towards them, and they not doing their job correctly. So of course there's gonna be a concern. Of course, I'm gonna be outraged about that. When two people in the hood kill each other, all right, yeah, it's sad and all that, but I mean, I'm not paying no taxes to them. I'm paying taxes to the police so they can do their job, and they not doing their job. Just right. Like, I'm gonna let you, but just like if you was to play in the NBA, or if you could play sports, and you was performing, won't you get mad if you paying somebody who not performing?
Right.
But nah, it's different. No,
I know it's different. I know it's different. All right, I'm out of here.
No, I wasn't saying it. I'm just saying people they gonna say it's different. I'm not
no, people of course they gonna say it's different, but it is what it is. Look, I'm out of here. I appreciate you, homie. Look, man. Hey, look, hold on. Don't hang up. I'm gonna grade out this live stream. I want to talk to you about something. All right. Look, it's your boy Kenny, man. Peace and love to the world.